out, and really their mid-round adjustments, right? Especially against FaZe yesterday. We talked about it. You know, they were down, what, 4-2 on that Hacienda, and then they win 4 rounds in a row. That just comes down to being able to go to both bomb sites, working together around the map, and, you know, really just figuring out what they want to do on the map. That's not easy to do. That takes a lot of repetitions, a lot of
the commentary out?
To get
I got no commentary, man.
I think it's just continue to do that.
I want Merc and
stick with your basic strategies.
I want Merc and Maven to keep their jobs. You know, I support them.
Karma able to find some kills right off the break.
A fantastic start from Karma.
This feels like a respawn
performance. That was on frequency, but he had a solid effort here as well, and it's a good effort from OpTic Gaming in the early going of round 1, 4v1. Brazilian left alone, and you said it was Hacienda where you like some of their looks. Well, we get right back into Hacienda in this series.
Well, Brazilian, I think, is just going to go for a little bit of swim outside of the combat zone. So around number 1 to OpTic. But it's really their map pressure. I remember talking to Teep about Fort Worth in Search and Destroy, and he said the big thing was just that we were giving up a ton of map pressure. I do think that just comes down to Scump and Tej had a bad event. Like, when your entry guys, your first guys in, aren't winning a gunfight, and they're having, like, I don't know what the terrible Search and Destroy KD was for TJ at Fort Worth, but that's a big problem, right? So if he's not the first guy in, it then sort of stalls the push. So if TJ stays in this form, they can keep that map pressure up.
To offense we go. There's 2 players in water for UYU.
Look at him already, that number 8, that's TJ, already starting to get in a great position, bottom bar. Brazilian does find first blood, but TJ responds on the Mayhem, and he finds a second. That's exactly what I was talking about with Tej.
And you get the kill. It's been so tough for most teams. Killing Crim6 in water hasn't been easy for most, but Brazilian gets that, and then after that, everything basically goes the way of OpTic Gaming. Scump inside a shed. Brazilian drops the one-on-one to Dashy. And now another situation where it's 1 player remaining.
Once again, just look at the map control. Like, Methods is stuck in the shed. He has all of OpTic in his face. It starts with TJ working bottom bar, finding 2 kills, and that's responded with Dashy finding 2 kills from top halls. And here's that play. He's gonna find the first one, throw a little shoulder. He spotted this guy earlier on, wins the second gunfight on his.
Listen, guys, TJ might be pretty good in this game, but I could take him in hand-to-hand combat for sure.
That's exactly what he does.
Yeah, and if you get 2 in that position,
yeah, you get 1, you feel great. 2,
right.
Yeah, 2, you won the round.
Yeah, exactly.
Best player skill-wise, probably Huke or Dashy, in my opinion.
It's just got to be a trade. You got to get the kill.
Like, just like raw talent, I would say Huke or Dashy.
The battle is in top halls this time around. Bomb down top hall. They haven't been able to gather it yet. Karma shot a little bit off, and Methods accurate as always. It makes him pay. 3 versus 3. Bomb's still in a tough spot. The number 8 on the minimap really starting to get pushed up. That's going to be TJ, the aggressor once again, but he can't get away. Brazilian cuts him down. Scump now gets the information. Can Scump make a play? This is more than likely all on him to do it. The first snap to the second, just not strong enough. Krim gets there for the trade. It's going to be a one-on-one now. Can he get away? No. Methods. Make sure that 1v1 doesn't get interesting.
And I find it interesting because typically when we're on Krim and he's in the ICR position in water, he doesn't have a thermal, right? We always talk about it, but I think probably after watching Lacefield's performance last game, like, I'll just throw it on.
We've seen, you know, but some guns and scopes come into the meta between, you know, what the Rampart did, what the KN's doing. But I feel like the ICR with the thermals, like, I mean, it's been around in spots, but not like I haven't seen it used like that.
Yeah.
Like,
well, we saw it on like we've seen it with like the 2 times. I think Gen.g was using it for a while. At Niafin specifically on like gridlock control. We've seen some different looks with it, but yeah, I think some pros probably watched that game. Heck, probably some fans as well created a thermal ICR class after.
Enjoy that
watching that last game.
Yeah, grapple lightweight class right in the lab.
Yeah,
control on Arsenal and cut people down. Advantage to UYU. But they did get through bottom bar. TJ with a chance to make a play yet again, and TJ wins the one-on-one bottom bar again. 3v4 now. TJ and Dashy take over.
Yeah, what she should have asked is any
the last time through
if anybody on OpTic tried to fight you, would you beat the fuck out of them?
So a 4v3 for UYU, suddenly a disadvantage.
Now that would have been a question to ask.
They got picked apart by TJ and Dashy.
Yeah, just those 2 working together. 1 guy up top, 1 guy down low. Now just playing his shoulders. Isn't he get caught out?
What is that?
We do not see drop shots in Black Ops 4. The hip fire connects on the Zaptius, and now it's a 1 versus 2 for Mayhem.
And Dashy gets him.
That's got to be a kill. Yeah, that's just got to be a kill from Zaptius.
We don't see that often.
Or I don't know who it was, but
with the hip fire, just that's a tough death.
But again, it's these two.
TJ's out here drop shotting.
Just bottom bar.
You guys playing a different game than me.
Go up on top, and well, the reason he has this is because right below him is Dashy. They just have been working middle together.
Well, let's really keep an eye on that. Maybe their next offensive round. Obviously, they might throw a different look at it, but it has been working so well. So I'm curious how UYU try to deal with the bottom bar presence, well, the mid-map presence, really, and how TJ and Dashy approach it next time. But we'll have to get to the UYU offense and see if they can start to bring this back. But it just feels like there's a lot of trust and a lot of confidence between Dashy and TJ right now when they're making those plays. They combine for what, 11 and 4? The exact reason they're brought on the roster.
I think OpTic can win the champs of this roster.
Parzillion trying to spot each other. Bomb being planted towards B. UYU with some good position. Karma, though, able to find that first blood, and Crim just staying up. But Methods lurking through that bottom secret area, able to make it a 4 versus 4. Snow OpTic on the retake. Karma knows Methods might limit him a late flank. Almost reads it correctly, but just one bullet needed.
2v4 now for OpTic Gaming. Not a ton of time to work with. TJ gets a kill, but immediately traded out. Now Crim6 with this thermal ICR has to try and make a crazy play. He wins the first. It's not really enough time here, unless there's a major misstep from UYU. Not that you really do. Final 2 players of UYU play their spots, and they get the round win, and that's a huge one considering the circumstances in this game too. Now I'm gonna, once we get back to the OpTic offense now, I don't care, Paradox, whether we watch like TJ or Dashy. I guess I kind of want to watch TJ and just see how he's playing this. Obviously a chance they mix things up, but curious to see what they do through mid this time around. I would just keep doing it. I mean, the way he's been dominating those guns.
Well, when you get mid control and you split the defense, you can decide to go A or B, so.
Different look this time, though.
Yeah, it's a little bit different, but you can see the response from UYU. They have to stack middle. Look how many resources they're putting here, and what does that mean?
Yeah.
A free bomb site for OpTic Gaming where they can just plan A. Now they have a 5 versus 5, which is exactly what they want, but Karma actually gets taken down.
I really like that look, though. You kind of see exactly how they try to combat it. All those gunfight wins from TJ and Dashy just basically dictates the defense from UYU. But without Karma, can OpTic Gaming get this done?
Watch number 4 as well. That's Mayhem going all the way around on a wide flank. TJ and Scump trying to play inside connector. They're both in here. That's a good nade, though. That nade gonna force them through. 2 versus 2. Bomb still has to be defused with 15 seconds left, and TJ wins the entry. Gunfight, Zaptius. Well, you win the trade, but it's going to come down to the clock, and Scump's going to play it correctly and win the gunfight.
Nice read from OpTic. Maybe just kind of knowing that they're going to try to adapt to what they've been doing up mid. They get the easy plant. I mean, this round's likely just a lot more interesting because Karma gets first blooded. I thought they were both. I thought at least one was going to drop from that.
17, yeah, got him down to 17, but this was that little slide cancel right there from TJ was disgusting.
That is not fun to deal with at all.
No.
If you're on the receiving end of that.
No.
4-2. Now to OpTic. UYU on offense going to get it right back to A. Dashy pulls out the Paladin for this round. We'll see what he's able to spot.
Oh!
A chance for maybe a collateral there as they go across, but the shot just a little bit.
I thought he was going to get a collateral right there, Stream. Thought he had it.
TJ working the flank. Have to deal with Methods on that side of the map. Dashy just continues to try to find a pick. I think Methods is actually going to get caught out here. Yeah, 1 versus 2. Separated from his teammate. That's going to open things up for OpTic Gaming. Mayhem, no. Goes on a flank from up top balcony, just trying to stay alive. Him and Zaptius, they have some map position right now. They're just playing around that clock, but Scump able to find one.
Zaptius still a chance, though, after he wins that one-on-one, but Karma comes in with a melee. Another round to OpTic Gaming. Nearly a clutch if he can get that and get away with his life, as the clock was starting to dwindle. But yeah, as soon as Methods got picked, I mean, you saw the call from OpTic. I mean, Dashy put Sniper away, Strife out, just sprints forward as they go for the control. Just no hesitation whatsoever from OpTic after the first blood.
Yeah, when you're in that position for UYU, you kind of have to make a call because you know you're getting hit from the back and the front. And typically the call offensively is try to push out connector. And basically what that does is we can peek from connector, we can go up to balcony. It opens up a couple of options, but OpTic just able to read it. They have the numbers advantage.
Well, let's see what OpTic do. They go back to the A-hit or they go back to the mid-control. It looks like they're right back to the mid-control. So how do UYU deal with this? Can TJ get to an aggressive spot once again? And they are just soaring forward over top halls. As soon as that player drops, they know they have all the position in the world. They are just flying at UYU. No respect given whatsoever to the current defensive setup from UYU. The offenses from OpTic have been brilliant.
And again, just go right back to the bread and butter after they went to that A last round. Just keeping UYU on their toes. Well, Zaptius in a 1 versus 5. Map 2 should go, and it does go to OpTic. Honestly thought that gunfight was that. To be honest.
Oh, the end result is a nice search and destroy win for OpTic. They're up 2-0 in the series. They take that one 6-2. I think you liked a lot of what you're seeing on the offensive looks from OpTic Gaming, but anything else that was really big for you in the search and destroy?
I mean, TJ, Dashy, right, those two just taking over. But, I mean, we heard it on the desk, right? Pac-Man, I think, was talking about it, where typically a team who doesn't have the talent tries to win the search and destroys, but UYU's...
Yo, why is Team walking up so slow like that?
OpTic absolutely in control of this one, up 2-0. Dominate the hard point, dominate the search and destroy. They changed it up a bit in the control, though. We're headed to frequency after this quick break.